I look like I look like I just washed up on the beach. Not my best look, but I'm also literally wearing the exact same outfit and sitting in the same area that I was in my last vlog. But I think that's okay. I promise I washed it. I'm just an outfit repeater, that's all. I also took off my nails. You know, doing good. But yeah, I just wanted to have another little chit chat because my little friend Brie told me, she was like hyping me up. She's like, yes, I love your little chit chats. And I'm like, okay, queen, I got more. But yeah, I don't want like all of my vlogs to be me being like a little sad sack, like sitting around in the same area in the same outfit. So like I said, I promise I'll be doing more fun stuff. I don't have anything planned, but I'm gonna try to have a little more fun, take you along with me to do more exciting stuff, because right now this is not really thrilling, but that's what we're working with for now. I don't really know how to like get into this because I have like stuff that I wanted to kind of talk about, but I look so crazy. It's not even funny. Like I can't get past it. I got my eyelashes done. Finally, they literally all fell out. I had my appointment for I think like the 7th or the 8th, and then it was like the 5th or 6th, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I still have all my lashes. Like they look fine. I can push it back a bit. Biggest mistake in my life. Literally like the day that I like pushed back my appointment, they all just started falling out, and I was like, well, now this is great. I walked around bald. At work, I walked around no lashes, no earrings, no nails. I felt like I was going through like an identity crisis. Like I lost all sense of identity. I was stripped. I was a 12-year-old boy. I was not having fun. This is literally like deja vu. Like throwback to like the last vlog. Just hanging out again. Hi. Anyway, this is kind of like a maybe part 2 to kind of that first vlog. I didn't think I was gonna make a part 2, but it's just kind of me yapping some more, so it's kind of the same thing. Something I kind of wanted to add a little bit into that first vlog. It was just kind of something that I've also been thinking about like periodically throughout the past week or two. And it's something I'm also working on. Like definitely it's been something I've kind of been, I don't want to say struggling with, but like it's been occurring, but I've been able to handle it a lot better. So I'm really proud of myself for that. But just kind of feeling like, which this is like so sad to say, and like I don't want to say it because I know what's in my head. Like it's literally made up by my little nugget. Just kind of feeling like I don't want to say like, oh, I'm never enough. I don't think like that personally, but like just kind of having that feeling that like there's always going to be like somebody better than me, like someone funnier, someone just better in general, and like I'm never going to be anyone's first choice. But that is an issue I have had for many years, but it's also something that I have been getting better about too. Like I think especially in like being younger and feeling like that, and then also having friends who are your age who are also like young, like children, they are not going to get it. So if you say anything, they're probably going to react differently, like think that I'm like crazy for like feeling like that, and like just, you know, get mad at you, like not really fully be able to like hear you out and understand you. But I have noticed that like as I've gotten older, my friends have gotten older too. So like they understand kind of where I'm coming from, and they're willing to hear me out when I like say stuff like that, which I will literally never say anything. Like I feel like if I say something about it, even like I still feel like people will think I'm like crazy if I say anything, so I choose not to. Hi, sorry, I just like washed my face, and in the middle of like me washing off my face mask, I had like the thought that I'm like, oh, I should have like said that, so I just want to add this in really quick. But going back to what I said like just a second ago about having these like thoughts for a very long time and not being able to really understand it when I was younger, and having like my friends get mad at me or try to make me feel like I was kind of like in the wrong for like having those thoughts. I think with that, it's made me very closed off because, you know, being younger, no one's gonna understand why I felt that way, and that's completely valid. Like, no one's in the wrong for that. Like, being young, you can't understand it. Like, especially like me being young, I was not able to understand why I felt that way. And, you know, it's a lot for a little girl to have to deal with, because like I didn't know like what I was going through. And even now, like, being able to understand it better, I'm still not sure like why I had those thoughts, but you know, I'm able to at least recognize it and understand it a little bit more. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that like it's not always best to stay quiet about stuff like that, because I don't know, I just feel like kind of how everything played out like when I was younger and people not responding to that well definitely made me very scared to talk about it, because I felt like people would think I was crazy. Can you hear that rooster? But being older now, I am very grateful that I'm no longer like quiet about it. Like, I don't want to have these like silent battles by myself anymore. And I've also realized that now I've actually spoke about it with people and spoke about it out loud, especially being older and like having, you know, new friends. It's been very like therapeutic and relieving, because these people that I know now literally also feel the same way, or like they have the same thoughts, and I would have never known if I would have never like said anything. And I'm just so grateful that I now have people who are willing to hear me out, and people who can actually understand where I'm coming from, and people who have gone through the same stuff I have, or who have had the same like struggles that I've had. So I think it is good to talk about it, and with talking about it, you're going to realize that you're not always talking to the right people. But just because sometimes people may react differently to how you talk about it does not mean that like you're in the wrong. Like, just because people reacted poorly to me like talking about it in the past does not mean that I was in the wrong. And I think that I thought that I was in the wrong for a very long time, but now I've learned that I am not in the wrong, and there's nothing wrong with like the way your brain works, and the right people will be in your life to listen to you and to understand you. So just wanted to add that in because I thought that was very important to share as well. Okay, back to the video. My mindset has also definitely shifted a lot because I used to feel like, I don't know, a good way to put it would be like Nothing New by like Taylor and Phoebe. Like, will you still want me when I'm nothing new? Like, Lord, what will become of me once I've lost my novelty? Like, I feel like once I'm like a new friend, like everyone's gonna like, oh, that's my new friend, I love her, I'm so excited about her. And then like as time passes, they're like, oh, she's not exciting anymore. Like, that's so terrible to say, but I have that fear a lot. But like I said, I have been getting better because I've been able to realize that I'm like having that thought in the moment and being like, okay, that's not correct. Like, nothing is ever like black and white, and I need to remind myself that. And I've honestly been doing a very good job at it, and I have a much better I guess like feeling towards kind of having those thoughts. Like, I'm no longer extremely bothered by them. Like, I can let it go. Like, I can like have it, let the moment pass, and be like, okay, it's fine. Like, I can get myself through it so much better than I used to be able to. But something I tell myself is that I don't need to worry. Like, just reminding myself that I'm okay, and I will be okay, and I will get through it, because it's really not a big deal whatsoever. Sometimes it feels like the world is that's so dramatic. Like, no, it's not. But like, kind of for example, like being it's just silly to me because saying it out loud definitely makes it sound a lot sillier than it like sounds in my head. But like, being friends with someone and then all of a sudden like they make a new friend or they start hanging out with a different friend, it's like, okay, well, now you hate me, you don't want me in your life anymore, they're better than I am, like I'll just leave, you know? See, I feel like that's very extreme, and I feel like I've been thinking like all or nothing. Like, but I'm realizing I do not have to be the center of everyone's world. From what I remember, like, feeling, I never necessarily felt like I was like the center of attention, which is fine. I don't need to be the center of attention, like, but I also feel like I was never really like anyone's priority, and maybe that's why I started kind of doing everything for everyone else to make everyone else happy, because I just wanted people to care about me. But that's kind of how I think about it, like, and it's so conflicting because I sometimes feel like I like do everything for everyone so they'll like me, because like from it's like so crazy to say out loud, like I don't want like all the attention on me. I don't need everyone's attention. I don't have to be like the center of everyone's world, but like I would like to at least be wanted. Like I want my friends to like me. Is that too much to ask for? But yeah, I'm like working on breaking those thought patterns, because that's not quite correct, and I'm able to recognize that's not really good or beneficial to anyone, especially me. But yeah, I'm working on like realizing that my friends are allowed to have other friends. Like I am not your only friend. I know that. That's okay. And I shouldn't have to be stressed or worried about that. Just because you are friends with them literally does not take away from mine and yours friendship. And hi. What is happening? What are you doing? What is happening? Anyway, like I was saying, whenever, like, stop it. Ew. But yeah, I feel like I've been much more at peace once I, you know, continuously like remind myself that I am okay. Nothing is changing anything. Like in my mind, everything is changing, and it's not. Like I need to remind myself, nothing is changing. Like I can be friends with Jennifer, and Jennifer can be friends with Jessica, but just because they're friends is not going to take away from me and Jennifer's friendship. And that's where I worry a lot. But like calming my brain, like literally sitting down and being like, okay, they are allowed to be friends. That is okay. I don't have to like be a part of that. It's okay. Like nothing is taking away from anything. Like all of these things can exist at the same time. It's not one or the other. And that has been very helpful to my little brain. I feel like I've been much more at peace. But yeah, that has just been something that has been on my mind a little bit recently, and just kind of being able to like get through it has been very helpful, and I've been feeling very good about it. Like still kind of having those thoughts like, oh, they don't like me anymore, they don't need me anymore, like they hate me, like okay, I'll just go, I'll leave, it's okay. Being able to take control of those thoughts and to change the narrative and change the story in my brain has been so like genuinely amazing, and I'm very grateful that I have gotten to the mindset that I'm at now, that I am able to do that. Like I literally have the power, I have the ability to change those thoughts and to change my story, because the last thing I want is to make myself look like the victim who's like being left by all her friends. Like why would I want to play that character? And like I'm not even just saying that because, oh, I don't want to look like the crazy friend who's like obsessed and like jealous. I am genuinely like saying that like for myself. Like it has been so good for my little brain to heal and to fix the way that she thinks, and I'm very so grateful that I've been able to do that. And yeah, but yeah, that was my little lesson learned for the week. I've been, you know, still putting this mindset into practice, because like, you know, you can learn it, you can understand like what you need to do, but like the more practice you have with it, like you're just gonna get better, you know. So very happy, very grateful. This whole time I've been yapping, I just can't really help but I look like Squidward. But yeah, that was my lesson learned of the week that I thought I would share. I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble, because like I will talk to anyone about this. But the thing is, I don't have anyone here to talk to about, so I'll just talk to myself. That's fine. And I always feel a lot better after getting, because everything in my brain is like constant. It's just very loud, you know? So as soon as I can let it out and let it be, my brain feels better. So yeah, thank you for tuning in once again. I will be back with more fun vlogs. But yeah, for now, that's what I got going on. Okay, well, I am going to go wash this off because I look insane. Thank you for listening. How do I look? Okay, well, I'm gonna go now. Bye-bye.